Hello everyone, this is lab 5 of the computer programming. As you can see, this is the purpose of this lab is to demonstrate how to use the interrupt function into the program, so that we can stop the circuit from doing something else, from doing something to do something else. So for that, I have my relay. I have a relay. I have two LEDs, one red LEDs and blue LED, and I have a push button and a motor. So when the push button is set to interrupt the entire circuit, that means, like you can see right now, this circuit is low, so the relay is set to low. That's why the red LED is on. So the red LED is high, just to tell us that the circuit is in a low stage. That means it's off. The relay is switched, and as you can see, the motor also is off, and the blue LED also is off. So once everything is working, and the blue LED is on, and the motor is on, and if I press the button, it's gonna stop everything instantly, and then set the red LED to high, like it is right now. So I'm going to demonstrate how this circuit works, and then I'm gonna go through showing the program which is behind this functionality. So one more important point is that all this functionality will be set by the inputs of the user. So if the user input 1 into the program, then it's gonna set the relay to high to turn it on. So the blue LED is gonna be on, and then the motor also will go high. And once the user inputs 0, then the relay is gonna go back to 0, and it's gonna switch back to low. The motor is gonna go low, and the blue LED is gonna go low, like it is right now. And if you press the push button, which is going to be the interrupt button, then everything is gonna go back to what it is right now, and then stop what it was doing before. So I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate how this circuit is working. So one more thing to keep in mind is that the number in which this where I connect the wire, the number of the pin where I connect the wire, as you can see, the relay pin is connected to the relay is connected to the pin 6. It's connected now. The relay is connected to the pin 5. It's connected to pin 5, and the motor is connected to pin 3, and the interrupt button is connected to pin 2. This is what to keep in mind when I'll be discussing about the programming, so we know which one I'm talking about. So I'm go ahead and demonstrate how the program works, how the circuit works. So I'm going to disconnect the motor, since I can't hold it with the phone, but I'll connect it and then hold it with my hands to see how it's working. So if I press so here I have the program that I wrote to program the microcontroller, as you can see. So the relay is connected to pin 5. Here it is. So that's the relay, which is on 5, and I store that variable. I store that value into variable, and the push button is connected to pin 0 to pin 2, and the motor is connected to pin 4. And we set up the pin so that the relay is an output. The push button is the input pull up, that means it's going to give us the input, and then the interrupt is set up, is connected to this pin, pin push button, since the push button is connected to pin 2, which is good for the interrupt. So it's pin 2 and 3. So the motor is connected to pin 4, as you can see that. And here, so I set up the motor to has the output. I have a serial print, so I'm gonna print the serial, which is gonna tell us to enter the value, the input. So here I'm just gonna change it to 0, 0 and 1, 0 and 0, 0, 0, 0 and 1. Zero and 1, no, 0 or 1. So 0 off, 0 on. So let me just put in parentheses to determine that is off. So this is an off. When you enter 0 is off, and when you enter 9, when you enter 1 is on. Okay. So so that one is to print value, to prompt the user to what value the program is expecting. And attach interrupt, this is where we said the interrupt is falling, because the value of each of the motor and the relay is gonna go high and low. Since it's changing from high to low, then that's why I'm using the falling. Then here I set up the serial to get the serial input. Like if serial is available, if the inputs are available, if the inputs are available is greater than 0, usually turn like -1 if there is no input. If it's 0, then it's gonna read the byte, and the byte is going to return each value of it's going to return byte value. So here 48 stand is a byte number, which is 0, so value. And so here the serial will print 0. So if it's 45 or 0, then the relay is gonna go low, and the motor is gonna go low as well. And if it is 1, if the input is 1 or 49 in byte, so it's gonna print input is 1, and then the relay is gonna go high, and the digital mode is gonna go high as well. The mode is gonna go high. And here, this is the function for interruption. It's interruption for the interrupt, for the push button. So if the relay is if the push button is pressed, the relay is gonna go low, and the motor also is gonna go low. So this is the entire program. So now I already uploaded, and now I'm gonna use here. I have a prompt that tell me to enter the value, as you can see. So when I enter 0, when I enter 1, for instance, and then I press enter, so this is what I enter to the program, and as you can see now it turns blue. And so I'm gonna go ahead and send it to 0, so you can see how it's working. So I enter 0, and then I press enter. You can see it switches. So if I press 1 and enter, as you can see right now, if the motor is not working because I did not connect it. So if I go ahead and just plug it Just connect it with this wire so you can see. Yeah, let me just connect it. So as you can see, now the motor is high, so it's working and spinning just fine. I think the cable, well, just disconnect the cable, and yeah. So if I do press 0 in the program and then press enter, so you see everything switch back as it was before, and now I'm going to demonstrate the interrupt function. So if I press 1 to turn the circuit on, as you can see it's on. So if I press the interrupt, so the motor is on, but there's no way I can hold it. My hand is full, so if I hold it, there is no way I can be able to press the push button. But right now I'm just gonna show you. So right now, let me connect. So right now the motor, as you can see, the motor is on. So since I cannot press the button, I'm holding, my hands are full, so I'm going to put the motor down. Yeah, or I can just hold it like this, and then yeah, I think it's gonna interrupt the circuit. So it's turning. I'm just gonna go ahead and press the button. Like you can see, if I press the button, okay, so right now it's gonna interrupt it. The circuit move a little bit. So right now it's on. Since with the motor on my hands, I cannot press the button. So I'm gonna go ahead so you can just take a look at the push button. This is what's gonna happen. Both the motor and the push and the LED, the blue LED is gonna switch back to, they're gonna go low right away. So if I press, okay, now there's something missing here. So let me check my code and see where I went wrong. So I'm just going to check and upload. Okay, it's back to 0. So I'm just gonna enter 1 so I can show you the interrupt. 1, I'm going to press the interrupt push button. Yeah, the interrupt is not working. I don't know why, but I'm going to fix it. So what happened, I put the interrupt in the wrong pin, so now it's back, so we can be able to see it. So if I press the button, so now if I press the button, you can see it's back on. So it's the same thing is gonna happen with the motor. If I connect it, since I cannot hold it in both my hands, so I won't be able to press the button. So as you can see, if I press 1 again and then I press the button to interrupt, the entire right now is working and the motor will be spinning, It's just I cannot hold it both, my phone and the motor at the same time. So if I go ahead and press the button, it's going to interrupt the entire circuit. So this is the lab, and now as you can see, this all the and this is the code that I work, that is making this circuit do what it should do, what it's supposed to do.